Some people are worried that the new season of Game of Thrones will add too much stuff that's not in the books. I'm worried that the new season won't slice away enough stuff that is in the books. I explain why brutal trims are needed on this week's episode of Angry Nerd. First, your comments. Son of Hephaestus writes, what do you think about the Ghostbusters cinematic universe that's been announced? The phrase Ghostbusters cinematic universe fills me with dread. Not even a certified genius like Egon Spengler, PhD, could spin out enough compelling content to make me want to lose myself in a richly detailed Ghostbuster-verse. R.I.P. Ramus. Speaking of fictional universes, Game of Thrones is back. The 5th season of the HBO series is supposedly going to venture further and further afield from the sprawling series of fantasy novels that it's based on. I think that could be a good thing, especially if the show takes an axe to the extraneous material that's bogged down the last couple of books. See, a good fantasy book series creates an entire imaginary universe that can be hard to get your bearings in. It's no surprise that most fantasy novels have an actual map that you can consult to orient yourself. The earlier seasons of HBO's Game of Thrones did a good job of bringing G.R.R. Martin's world to life. And like in the novels, it even has a map to help you orient yourself. You see it during the opening credits. It focuses on the specific locations that you'll see in that particular episode. Look, Stannis Baratheon's in the north, in the north, in the north, in the north. Daenerys Targaryen's in Marine, freeing slaves, da-da-dun-dun, da-da-dun-dun. Tolkien established all of this. His Middle-earth was a virtual world so complex that it needed maps, glossaries, genealogy charts. The stuff in the appendices of Lord of the Rings was so compelling that it was used to pad out The Hobbit into 3 movies. Now, the problem with Game of Thrones author G.R.R. Martin, other than the fact that he writes slower than a mother stonecutter, is that he doesn't know what material belongs in the appendices and what should be part of the books proper. Some of that material slowed the books unforgivably. The 4th and 5th installments in the series were meant to be a single book, but they would have been almost 2,000 pages, so they were split in 2. A complete list of all the candidates vying to rule the also-ran kingdom of the Iron Islands? That should have gone into an appendix. Long disquisition on heraldic symbols of every noble family in the realm? That should have gone into an appendix. Complete list of all 77 courses served to attendees at the Purple Wedding? That should have gone into an appendix, and then that appendix should have been removed and added to the official tie-in book, A Feast of Ice and Fire. Far more of that material should have been offloaded into the cookbook and the other companion volumes, the Land of Ice and Fire Maps Collection, and the World of Ice and Fire and Untold History supplemental materials. Yes, I own them all. Don't judge me! George R.R. Martin has clearly got his book editors under his complete control, like Ramsay Snow and Theon Greyjoy. It's up to the HBO showrunners to take a pair of scissors to this excess material. Who do you think is going to die on this season of Game of Thrones? Hey, book readers, no spoilers. I'm talking about characters who are still alive in the books but are killed off in the shows. Make your picks in the comments, subscribe to the Wired channel, and watch my other videos. Arm's getting tired. Waiting on you to say cut. Cut. I can't stop. Get over here.